Okay, good morning, grade 8. It's Mr. Yahya, and today we are going to start chapter 9, our first grammar lesson in the fourth quarter. So, chapter 9 is going to talk about how to use verbs correctly. So, we're going to start with the first part, which is the principal parts of verbs. So, let's first agree that the four principal parts of a verb are the base form, which is the most normal form or the most standard form, like arrive, talk, swim. The next part of a verb is the present participle, which is adding ing, like you guys remember, right? Like is arriving, is talking, was or is swimming. Okay, we have the ing. This is the present participle. Next, we have the past, okay? And the past form, usually we do what? We add ed, but some verbs can be irregular, like here swim became swam. But talk and arrive became what? Talked and arrived. And the last principal part of verb is the past participle. You have to have a helping verb like has, had, or have, right? Followed by the participle form, right? Like arrive became arrived, talk became talked, and swim became swum. So in the past it was swam, but in the past participle, swum. I have swum to the island, for instance. Okay, so we're going to use this knowledge right now to answer a few questions, all right? So it says here, in each of the following sentences, identify the form of the underlying verb by writing above it be for base form, or pres p for present participle, p for past, or past p for past participle. So, example 1. The dogs are rolling in the grass. Are rolling. Rolling here is in which form? Yeah, the present participle form. Pres P, right? So we're going to write above it pres P. Okay. Let's answer the questions together. Alrighty. So we're going to say this here is which page? Looks like this is page 186, I believe, yes. Alright. So here in page 186, we've got number 1. Okay. So let's sing another song. So it means let us sing another song. So sing here is in which form? It is in the base form. Yes, so we're going to write B for base. Okay? B, or I'm just going to write for you guys, base. Okay. Number 2. He has heard about the failed experiment. Has heard. So, heard here is in which form? Yeah, it's in the past participle form. We have the helping verb has, and we have the past form of hear, heard. So it's going to be past participle. All right. Okie doke. Number 3. Indira left for Africa late Sunday afternoon. Indira left. So the base form is leave, right? So left here is which form? Yeah, it's in the past form. Excellent. So that will be past. And it's just past, not the past participle, just in the past form. Alrighty, number 4. Okie doke. So we have here the ducks have been paddling around on the surface of the lake. have been paddling. So that's in which form or which tense? It's in the present participle, yes. Okay, paddling. So we're going to write present participle. Alrighty. Okay, number 5. I understood the speech, but I didn't agree with it. I understood. Understood is what? The past of the base form understand. So this here is in the past tense. Understood. Past. Alright. Number 6. Jonathan had been to England once before. Had been. So we have had, the helping verb, right? And been. So been, it's, what's the base form of been? Yeah, it's going to be the verb be, right? So been here, is it present participle, past participle, or just the past? Yeah, it's what? The past participle. Okay? Had been. So we're going to write past participle. Okay, number 7. In the morning, the eagle's eggs hatched. In the morning, the eagle's eggs hatched. So here, hatched is what? It's in the past form. So number 7, we're going to write past. Excellent. Really easy, right? Okay, number 8. Will you help Gina clean the kitchen, please? So here, clean. Will you help Gina clean the kitchen? It's in which form? Yeah, it's in the base form. So we're going to write number 8, base. Alrighty. Number 9. The helicopters have landed next to the soccer field. Have, right, the helping verb, landed. So landed is in which form? Yeah, the past participle form. Excellent. Okay. Number 10. To save money, I am trying to bring my lunch to school more often. Trying. So trying is in which form? Yeah, the present participle form. Excellent. So we're going to write present participle. Okay, number 11. Is it true that she made them leave early? So leave here is in which form? Yeah, the base form. Simple and easy. We're going to write base. Excellent. Number 12. Oops. The sun has set already, hasn't it? Has set, right? Has set. So it's in which form? Yeah, the past participle form, which is just like the past form, right? But here we knew that it's the past participle because of has, right? If you have has, have, had, it's going to put it in the past participle form. Excellent. So we're going to say past participle. Great job. Okay, number 13. Suddenly, the snake slithered quietly away. No helping verb, just in the past form. Slithered here is in the past. Great job. Alrighty. Number 14. The Ferris wheel is slowly coming to a halt. Is slowly coming to a halt. So, it's going to be in which tense or which form? It's going to be in the present participle, right? Coming with ing. So, present participle. Okay, number 15. Astonished by the crowds, we stood in a doorway and waited. We stood. Stood here is what? It's the past form of stand, right? So we're going to write past. Excellent. Number 16. Cynthia, have you ever seen a morning glory open? Seen. Have you ever seen? Have seen. So that's going to be in which form? Have you ever seen? Have you ever seen? Seen here is in the past participle form. Yes. Okay. So we're going to say past participle. Okay, great job. Number 17. The goalie leaped into the air and grabbed the ball. Grabbed. Grabbed here is in which form? It's in the past simple, right? So we're going to say in the past. Alrighty, number 18. I hope the guards let us get close enough to see the queen. Get. So get here is in which form? It's in its what? Base form, right? So we're going to write over here, base. Excellent. Number 19. After they had swept, they carried out the recycling. Had swept. So swept here is in which form? Yeah, in the past participle form. Okay. So we're going to say past participle. Great job. Okay. Number 20. I thought you were singing in tonight's performance, Mickey. So singing here, ing, right? It's going to be our present participle form. Easy. Okay, so that's our first page. Now let's move on to our next page. So now we're going to talk about regular verbs. Okay, so here it says a regular verb forms its past and past participle by adding d or ed to the base form. Example, we recently adopted a Chihuahua puppy. Okay, the base form is adopt, right? And they added ed to make it into the past, right? So let's take a look at the rest. Here in the example, we have the verb collect. How many baseball cards have you collected? So it says here on the blank, in each of the following sentences, write the correct past or past participle form of the verb given in parentheses. All right? So, number 1, we have the verb talk. And we're going to consider this to be page 187, I believe. Let me just make sure. Okay. So yes, this will be page 187. All right. So we're going to write over here, page 187. And let's start with number 1. Alrighty. So we've got talk. When he first, to me, I thought he was from Georgia. When he first what? Talked to me, right? So we're going to add the ed. Talked. Pretty simple and easy. Alright, number 2. Suppose they were to help put up the decorations. They were what? They were supposed to. So we're just going to add a D, right? Because it already ends with an E, so we're going to add the D. Supposed. Great job. Number 3. Land. The spaceship on the cold surface of the planet. Spaceship what? Yeah, we're going to add the ED. Landed. Pretty easy. Alright, number 4. Kelly has a dog that she soda. Let's use the verb name. That she what? That she named soda. Yes, we're just going to add the D because we have the E at the end. We're going to say named. Great job. Okay. Number 5, we have the verb enjoy. Carla has the classes she is taking. Has. We're going to put it in the past participle form. Has enjoyed. We're just going to add an ED as well. Enjoyed. Alrighty. Number 6. And let's take a look at it. Consider. Him my best friend. I considered him my best friend. Okay? I considered him my best friend. So we're going to say considered in the past tense. Number 7. We've got close. Have you, the front door, have you what? Closed. We're just going to add the D because we have the E already. Have you closed the front door? Number 8. The archaeologist carefully the door to the tomb. So we have the verb open. The base form is open. We're going to change that to opened. We're going to add ED, right? So opened. Alrighty, number 9. Please. The jester the court with his antics. The jester pleased the court with his antics. And the jester is like a clown or a joker, somebody who tries to be funny in front of the king to cheer him up, by the way. Okay? So the jester pleased the court or whatever. Anyways, number 10, we'll do number 10 together, and I'll let you do from 11 to 20 on your own, okay? You have the verb stay. Have you with her before Susan? Have you stayed with her before Susan? So we're just going to add ED. Okay? Very easy. We're going to say stayed. So I'm pretty sure that you guys can do from 11 to 20 on your own. So I'm just going to write that for you over here. From 11 to 20 is homework. This is obviously which page? Page 187, okay? So let's move on to our next page. We're going to start talking about irregular verbs. And they're a little bit more tricky, but trust me, they'll be easy as well because they've probably passed by us throughout the years, okay? So let's move on to page 188. Okay, and we're going to start talking about irregular verbs, all right? So let's all open page 188. And it says here, an irregular verb forms its past and past participle in some other way than by adding D or ED to the base form. So it's going to look different. An irregular verb forms its past and past participle in one of these ways: changing consonants, changing vowels, changing consonants and vowels, or making no change at all. For example, the ship sank in 1912. So the base form is sink, with an I, and then in the past it became sank with an A, right? So that's one irregular verb. Let's look at the other example. Have you read The Pearl by John Steinbeck? So here we have the verb what? Read. Have read, that's the past participle. And here we said read, it's still spelled the same way as the base form, read. So they have the same spelling, but we obviously said them in a different way, but they mean differently, right? The different tenses. Read is happening now in the present, but read, that's in the past. Okay, let's take a look at the examples and answer them together. So example 1, it says, have you saw or seen any of the movies showing now? So in each of the following sentences, underline the correct verb in parentheses. So we have number 1, the strong wind has blew or blown the papers about the room. So the base verb is obviously blow, and we're not going to add an ed, so either blew or blown, but we have has here, so we're going to choose which one? Blown, the past participle form. So here in page 188, we're going to choose number 1 to be blown, okay? So we're going to say that this here is page 188, and we've got number 1 is going to be blown. Excellent. Alrighty, let's go to number 2. So, number 2, in the morning, the delivery van come or came with a new washing machine. The base form is come, so the past form is going to be came. Yes, excellent. Irregular verb. So we're going to say came. Excellent. Alrighty, number 3. The mosquito bited or bit my leg twice. It's an irregular verb. So we have bite. We're not going to add a D. We're going to change it to bit. The past of bite is bit. Alright? So, bit. Okay. Number 4. Something the puppy had, ate or eaten made it feel unwell. So we have here the helping verb had, so we know that this here should be in the past participle form. The past participle form of eat is going to be eaten, right? So we're going to choose for number 4, eaten. Excellent. Eaten. Alrighty, number 5. Let's take a look and see. So, I have become or became sleepy. We have here what? The helping verb have. So it's going to be become or became. I have become sleepy, right? Okay. There's no change at all because the base here is become as well. But in the past participle, we're going to keep it the same as become. Okay. In the past, it became. Okay, I have become. We're going to say I have become. Alrighty. Number 6. Have you ever broken or broke any bones? Have, right? So we're going to say have you ever broken, right? Have you ever broken any bones? Alrighty, number 7. We brought or bringed some pecans from our yard, Grandma. So the past of bring is going to be what? Brought. Completely irregular verb, right? Looks very different. But yeah, the past of bring is brought. Okay. Number 8. When was that project? So, when was that project? Began or begun? When was that project? What do you guys think? Yeah, begun, right? When did it begin? So the past here would be began, and the past participle would be begun. So when was that project began or begun? We have the helping verb here, was, right? So we're going to say was begun. Alrighty, number 9. I think the inner tube in my front tire bursted or burst when I went over the curb. So the base form is burst, right? And the past form is bursted. So is it really bursted? We're looking for what? An irregular verb. So the past form here would be what? Burst, right? So we're going to choose burst. We don't need any EDs, okay? So we're going to say burst. Okay, number 10. I'll do number 10 with you guys, and then you guys can do the next 10 on your own, okay? What have you buyed or bought, Tony? So the past of buy is bought, and the past participle is bought as well, right? So we're going to say, what have you bought, Tony? So number 10, we're going to say bought. Okay, just like brought over here, like catch, caught, right? Anyways, I'll let you guys do from 11 to 20 as homework as well. Okay, and I hope it was easy and we all understood today. Okay, so the other part of your homework will be page 188. We're going to say questions 11 to 20. So you've got 20 questions total homework, right? 10 from page 187 and 10 from page 188. I hope it was easy. If you have any questions, just leave a comment on the video below and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.